How did a failed artist from Austria become one of history's most infamous dictators? In this video, we're diving deep into the 8 key reasons that allowed Adolf Hitler to rise to power in Germany. From economic despair to political maneuvering, we'll explore the factors that paved the way for his totalitarian regime. Stick around to uncover the unbelievable steps that led to one of the darkest chapters in history. Adolf Hitler's rise to power is one of the most significant and tragic events in modern history. His ascent was the result of a combination of personal ambition, political opportunism, societal conditions, and historical context. Here's how Hitler became the powerful and destructive figure he is remembered as. 1. Post-World War I. Conditions in Germany. Treaty of Versailles. After Germany's defeat in World War I, the Treaty of Versailles imposed harsh penalties, including massive reparations payments, territorial losses, and military restrictions. Many Germans felt humiliated and resentful, and the treaty created widespread economic hardship, economic crisis. The 1920s were marked by hyperinflation, economic instability, and later, the Great Depression, which devastated the German economy. Unemployment soared, and many Germans became desperate for solutions. 2. Political instability and weakness of the Weimar Republic. Weak government. The Weimar Republic, established after World War I, was a democratic government, but it was politically fragmented and unstable. Frequent changes in government, weak leadership, and a lack of popular support made it vulnerable to extremist movements. Rise of extremism. The political chaos allowed extremist parties on both the left, communists, and the right, National Socialists or Nazis, to gain traction. Many Germans, disillusioned with the ineffective democratic government, looked to these parties for strong leadership and solutions. 3. Hitler's personal appeal and propaganda. Charismatic leadership. Hitler was a powerful orator and propagandist. He used his speeches to tap into the fears, frustrations, and hopes of the German people, promising to restore Germany's greatness, rebuild the economy, and provide strong leadership. Propaganda. Hitler and Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda chief, skillfully used propaganda to spread Nazi ideology and portray Hitler as Germany's savior. They used mass rallies, posters, and the media to reach a broad audience. 4. Exploitation of social and cultural tensions. Anti-Semitism and scapegoating. Hitler exploited deep-seated anti-Semitism in Europe, blaming Jews for Germany's problems. He portrayed Jews as enemies of the state, which resonated with many Germans and allowed him to unite the country around a common scapegoat. Nationalism. Hitler appealed to a sense of national pride, promising to overturn the Treaty of Versailles, restore Germany's borders, and reclaim its position as a world power. 5. Political maneuvering and seizure of power. Beer Hall Putsch. In 1923, Hitler attempted a coup, the Beer Hall Putsch, in Munich. It failed, and he was imprisoned. However, during his time in prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his ideology and plans for Germany. The failed coup also increased his national profile. Political strategy. After his release, Hitler focused on gaining power through legal means. The Nazi Party grew, winning more seats in the Reichstag, German parliament, and becoming a significant political force. Appointment as Chancellor. In January 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany by President Paul von Hindenburg. This was partly due to backroom deals by conservative politicians who believed they could control Hitler and use his popularity to their advantage. 6. Consolidation of power. Reichstag fire. Shortly after Hitler became Chancellor, the Reichstag building was set on fire. Hitler used the fire as a pretext to pass the Reichstag Fire Decree, which suspended civil liberties and allowed for the arrest of political opponents, particularly communists. Enabling Act. In March 1933, the Reichstag passed the Enabling Act, which gave Hitler dictatorial powers. This allowed him to enact laws without the Reichstag's consent, effectively dismantling the democratic institutions of the Weimar Republic. Night of the Long Knives. In 1934, Hitler purged the Nazi Party during the Night of the Long Knives, eliminating rivals and consolidating his control over the military and the party. 7. Establishment of a totalitarian state, dictatorship. By 1934, Hitler had established himself as the Führer, leader of Germany, with total control over the government, military, and society. The Nazis used terror, propaganda, and the secret police, Gestapo, to suppress opposition and maintain control. Military expansion and aggression. Hitler then began rearming Germany in violation of the Treaty of Versailles, pursuing an aggressive foreign policy that would eventually lead to World War II. 8. World War II and the Holocaust. Expansion and war. Hitler's expansionist policies led to the invasion of Poland in 1939, triggering World War II. Under his leadership, Nazi Germany embarked on a campaign of conquest across Europe. Holocaust. Hitler's genocidal policies culminated in the Holocaust, the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews and millions of others, including Romani people, disabled individuals, political dissidents, and more. Conclusion. Hitler's rise to power was the result of a complex interplay of economic hardship, political instability, social tensions, and his own ruthless ambition and skillful manipulation of public sentiment. His dictatorship led to unprecedented destruction and loss of life during World War II and the Holocaust, leaving a legacy of horror and a stern warning about the dangers of totalitarianism and unchecked power. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown of Hitler's rise to power insightful, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below on what topic you'd like me to cover next. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. See you in the next one.